fact, the record button has now been pushed. So yeah.
Recording your audio as well, or just your video?
It's going to record both. So since either Javanator or Franklin will be the ones reviewing the video, just in case there's any question as to the validity of my run, just so they're aware, you are on the line, you are chatting with me, but your knowledge of the game is extraordinarily limited.
I know next to nothing about the game, and I will still probably be asking stupid questions as you go.
Yep, and the questions are fine, but just for the sake of being thorough, no helping. So don't remind me of things I've done and the like.
Don't know if I could, even if I wanted to.
Well, that's why I said like reminding me of things that I found. Like that's my responsibility.
No, I'll be mum.
All right. So we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and then we're gonna pause it real quick. Sorry. I forgot to set up the auto tracker here, so as long as I'm not looking at anything else, hopefully this won't count against me. Because I'm good at this.
I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, you cannot see what I'm doing? Oh, because I never turned that on for you. It's a good thing you're saying that now. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say anything if I don't share that screen. All right, so now that we got that set up, I'm going to resume, and then we will get to looking. Shadow, Edgar, Strago. Got Dance with Natural Magic, Health, and Blitz on Strago. Lame. Fine, whatever. We'll make it work. Doesn't mess with my treasure hunt by much, at least, if at all. Although some early money means go visit a couple places with Edgar at the lead because he gives discounts at those places. Particularly of note, South Figaro and his castle, since he's kind of, the king.
It's good to be the king.
Yes, yes it is. I loved that little cameo by Mr. Stewart there. Still need to get around to watching that again. I'm double checking with Obs about this weekend's gathering, trying to tempt her with foods and games and hugs.
I think she likes all of those things.
That's why I'm using them for temptation. I knows my audience. And I actually spoke with your wife too while you were taking care of something, and she said that she would let me know about her joining us.
How dare you talk to my wife?
Oh no! Is there trust issues I should be aware of?
Not even a little bit.
I didn't think so. You guys seem to be very much on point with the doing things well. We're not going to bother with that. Breaking in the middle of a fight. Oh, I can buy Mega Elixir here if I don't end up finding one. There's the dried meat. We'll grab a few warp stones. And I guess only 5 sleeping bags. So then the shop checks are just to make sure there's nothing important. Atlas armlet in there is not bad. And snipers here. Alright, so if I can't find anything, I can always come back here for some decent equipment. Yeah, I really don't know what made me think that I had seen more than the 3 forfeits in the race channel and be like, oh man, is this seed this hard? Like so many people dropping out. I'd feel really good about finishing it then, but ooh, I just picked up an experience egg.
It's a real early one, right?
Yes. So it just increases the amount of experience a character gets when it's equipped on them. Which for people with good magic growth, that's really good. Or just the fact that you get hit points as you level up. And then of course, if you find an Esper that has stat growth on level up to pair with, it's absolutely wonderful. So with that in mind, I might go do Shadows free check real quick. In the hopes that I can get something good there. I needed some Revivifies. I don't think I need anything else. Alright. Yeah, we'll go do Shadows check real quick. What they call a free lunch, because you don't have to do anything special, you don't have to fight any bosses. There's apparently a setting where you can turn that off where all of these free checks don't give you any progression items. And I kind of feel like that could be good, actually. So, do I? Oh, I do have a flash.
You like cranking the difficulty, yeah?
Actually, because what it does is it instead gives you an item from a... Whoops, I'm really pathing horribly. It gives you an item from the item list, like if you were to kill a dragon. So you could get some pretty good stuff right away without actually increasing the difficulty if the monsters and bosses are set to, progression versus say character highest level or something like that. Oops. I mean, it's a game. I don't care what the setting is. Us gamers will find a way to manipulate it.
Yeah,
That's just what we do.
I don't know if it's manipulate, but we find the way to maneuver within whatever the bounds are.
Exactly.
And if the bounds are a little bit more elastic than they should be, why is that my fault?
I'm just playing the game with the rules as given.
Sound like my own D&D party.
Oh man, sometimes D&D players are the worst. Sometimes. Not seeing anything spectacular yet. Except that experience egg. That thing's the bomb. I did get a Magisate too. An Esper, I mean. Okay, so...
Mask of Mojo.
Mojo Jojo. Wait, what? That one I can blame on having a kid. Phineas and Ferb, not so much.
I don't think I have ever seen any of Phineas and Ferb.
Oh god. As far as like kids shows go, I'd say it is second only to Avatar.
I was about to say.
Oh, don't worry. I know where my favorites are, but before I had seen Avatar, because I didn't watch Avatar until like a few years ago. Phineas and Ferb, I watched before I had a kid. One of my friends was really into it in high school, and she finally convinced me to watch a little bit of it. It's like, holy crap, this is good. It's very entertaining.
Killing these trolls for like an hour. Just give me the last thing I need.
Did you ever get that quest drop that you were looking for last night?
I did. I was actually running around in Oldemon earlier today, and just a pair of randos running by me. I looked, double take, and it looked like they did the exact same thing, and then I was like, oh snap, that's two guildies. And so the three of us were all fairly close in level, so we teamed up, cleared out all the quests, did a whole bunch of trash in that dungeon that I was starting to solo last night, and then I got it to drop. So,
okay.
as well as some other stuff, so I actually made pretty good progress. I am about 40% of the way from 45 right now.
Nice. I'm assuming the guildies that you ran across were like from one of Den's other friend groups.
Yes, it was David and Donovan? No, Anthony, I think.
Yeah, that tells me nothing. I don't know them, but that's fine. Okay, I'm still on my shopping spree here, and then we will go do some stuff. Oh, we need those. We need those a lot. I would love a throw. I am thinking... I think I'm going to go do Edgar's stuff next, actually. Oh, there's a Dragon Claw in here. That's not bad. There's an Atlas Armlet. I don't have to buy one. Now I just need an Illumina. Please? Pretty please? Actually, a Hero Ring would be better for that, but still. Anything fun in here? Nope. Alright. Now that I've spent almost 10 minutes just treasure hunting and not being super excited by my prospects here, I might have to actually do a random battle or so. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. I never went into the armor shop, did I? Nope. There we go. Force armor's good. 2 force armor. Holy crap, in this shop. I didn't have to buy them. Alright, so I've got at least some defensive options, even if I'm still somewhat lacking in the offense. Alright, but yeah. Definitely gonna do Edgar things. Since it's a nice quick 3 check. And has potential for characters and or espers. Actually, you know what? Since I'm still not happy, I'm going to use up all this time here. It's kind of interesting that because it's because they changed the look of the outside of this town, that all of the spots for items are restocked. None of the Endor ones, but... And that was something that I had not been aware of, so every time I made it to the World of Ruin in this game, I failed to pick up all the extra items. But I found Imp's armor and Dragoon boots. There is a chance they're having me go in that direction. I'm gonna buy force shields here. Yeah. We are going to equip, and then we're going to do a random battle before we go into Edgar's thing. Striker, Doom Darts. At least one person can use the Minerva. Crusader gives Bolt 2 and Magic Points. So, Edgar, you can have the Experience Egg for the moment. And the earrings. You get a... I don't like your stuff.
It's too bad. Actually, I'm gonna AFK a second to grab a drink.
Yep. This is probably not a good battle here. And yet, here I go trying to fight it. Alright. Yep, if that wasn't going to do it, then we are going to no pawn out of here. Where? There they are. That battle's just not going to do it. I might have to do a battle inside the cave. I suppose, yeah, that would be the right option, is to try to do it inside the cave so that I can just make some progress in the process. Bums. Alright, we got a kill. 96 experience. Edgar gained A level, and he was the only one to do so. Come on, auto kill. Nope. it's not going to do it.
Oh, I also mailed you a pretty solid helm that I found, so don't disenchant it right away.
Okay. Is it a helm for a cloth wielder then?
Yeah, like a level 30.
Awesome,
I
thank
think.
you.
If you don't want it, you gotta disenchant it or sell it, but I think it's worth like 6 gold or something, so.
Okay. I haven't been on in a little bit. I should really fix that.
I mean, it's not like your bank's gonna go away or anything, you'll be fine.
I know, but I do pay for the game.
Yeah, but as soon as you start looking at it like that, it's not very compelling.
Yeah, there's also no shortage of people to play with, so. Alright. Now I'm happy. We will relic, Legal Charm. We're going to run through this check now. Tiger Fangs. I think that's a weapon. I just have so many different things that I'm doing lately. It's a nice feeling, but it's also a, oh crap, I'm forgetting about things feeling. Thief Knife, yay.
Definitely died earlier because I wasn't paying attention and like the poisons fell off of both of my weapons.
Whoops.
Straight up got mowed down by like 16 goblins.
Yeah, ow.
While a shaman like watched, like scratching their head. Right, 15% to 45.
Man, my pathing is so horrible tonight.
I mean, you are doing it after hanging out with me this morning and then going and working a full shift. And
Yeah, I mean,
home, so.
there's always going to be an excuse for me. No worries. Maybe I should have tried to afford a force shield while I was there.
Is that good?
Force shield, yeah. It's one of the best shields out there. It was going to cost me like 26,000 gil even with the discount. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, you're going to cast Stop on my healer. Thanks. Ever so fucking much. We don't use fire against this one, so I think Ice Rod is going to be the sacrifice here.
Cool looking bad guy.
Yeah, it's one of the 3 statues in Kefsika's Tower.
Ah.
And it's also got auto kills, so I'm going to try to do it because I spent enough time trying to get over here, but I'm not terribly pleased by this, especially since there's a character locked behind this first one. I would really like to have said character. Setzer usually is useful. Oh, whoops, I must have equipped the thief knife on him. Where's a super ball when you need one? Oh, I don't have any mana. Alright, on the plus side, he's not doing any damage, so the only time he does anything is like that. Or with the blaster ability.
You say that, but you also just said he has instant kill abilities. So...
Yeah, the blaster is the insta-kill. But he can only hit one person with it at a time. I do have a few Phoenix Downs, so...
Is I think be expensive in the races, or is that also randomized?
What, the Phoenix Downs?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not super expensive. They're like 400 or 500 gil a pop. All right. I'm doing crap damage with you, so we're going to see if we can't get that one blade out of timer 3. Nope, that's not going to do it. I need a new dance for him. And we do have a tincture, so we're going to get off a bolt 2 in here.
Have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
I'm assuming that's a movie?
Yes.
That's going to be a negative from me.
I should make a list of things that we should watch.
I mean, the list of things that people wanted me to watch. Oh, it missed. What the fuck? I mean, I'm still down for it. I just can't guarantee on the win. Alright, I set him on the dance and he's doing nothing of value. Lame. Oh, you know what? I think I have this. Yep, I leveled him up. I have Aura Bolt. That should do a little more damage. A little bit.
How much should it do?
300 something versus the 2 something that the pummel was doing.
Why are all lockboxes so lame?
Oh, well, that didn't work out so well. First things first, actually, we should probably heal the 2 that are alive.
Nah.
I mean, it'll suck if Shadow doesn't get the experience, but I would like to just get through this fight. He must be at a certain point where he starts hitting with that. On the plus side, it doesn't hurt Strago.
Always look on the bright side of the boss.
And damage immunities can be very, very handy.
Is that because of equipment or just because of the character?
Equipment, I don't remember which item I have on him that does that, but one of them is making him immune to fire abilities, so...
Seems useful.
Yeah. I guess you're just going to have to fight because you can't do anything else. Yeah, fight for that 18 damage and then get smacked for 109. Lovely.
Does not seem efficient.
No. I think at this point he's just going to defend. He's not doing anything. Strago's seriously having to carry this.
I've kind of seen you have characters do that in other fights.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just how it goes. And when you're starting out, you definitely want at least one character that has like an ability that can deal damage independent of having an actual weapon.
Are there many abilities that aren't tied to like weapon stats or anything like that, or is it pretty specific?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm distracting you with my questions. You can always tell me that.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You know, I'm not certain. I should double check that. I know that in this particular case, using the blitz moves, most of the blitz moves are actually run off of your magic power, which is why, I mean, I can groan about Strago getting it, but he's got some pretty good magic power, so that works out pretty well. I think.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis, how's it going?
Not too bad. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Just doing a run here for. By run, I mean I'm doing an async race for Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide.
Sweet.
So, yeah, just so you're aware, this is being recorded.
Oh. Cool.
it will end up on the YouTube so that either Franklin or Javanator, the two people that are running this ladder race, can review the video if they feel like there is any need to verify. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way.
Huh?
Verify legitimacy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But yeah.
Seems like the right word.
Yeah, and then
I keep freaking doing that. I keep stealthing, knowing full well that every one of these guys is bleeding me, so it like immediately falls off.
All kinds of fun, that.
Yeah, I do that all the time on my druid.
Stranglethorn Vale is just, it never ends.
Yeah.
And I'm not even doing all of it. I'm just doing literally just the bits that the guide is like, hit up these quests, but I've still been here for at least 2.5 hours.
Oh boy.
But I'm 10% away from 45, so that's good.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Which I think is my first level for combat potency.
I always forget just how strong a level the requirements are in Stranglethorn. I always want to go in there in like early 30s.
You can. You just can't do all of it.
Yeah. You get hit pretty hard if you try.
It's actually, I think, one of the better sort of stratified zones for, like, not necessarily like getting your ass kicked on your way to another low level bit. Like, it's pretty well segregated.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's one of those that I know you kind of bounce back and forth on. If you follow like Joanna's guide, it takes you there at several different times and just at different levels. So
I do not know how I do not know how this one compares to Joanna's because I've never spent the money on it. But this Sage guide is both free and really efficient.
Hey,
yeah, I was taking a look.
Like it's working because less than a week ago I was 27 on this guy.
Do you feel you're more focused with it, or is it like
there's definitely less wondering because I am not very good at leaving a zone to go quest somewhere else. Right. So more than anything, when it's like, okay, bank these quest items, go here, start doing these. Okay, now hearth back here, grab these things out of the bank, go back here, turn these in. Okay, now go do that. Like it's very, very good at kind of telling me exactly when to ditch a zone, where otherwise I would just kind of dirtle. And it skips most of the truly time-sinking quests.
Right.
So I'm quite pleased with it. The only thing that I'm noticing is that being like 2-ish levels above where the guide is at is probably the right call, since a lot of this is like I'm 44 right now doing the 40 to 42 section of the guide. Right. And I'm fighting stuff that's 44 and 45. So like
now you didn't start that at the beginning of your character. You kind of like picked it up partway through, right?
I picked it up as close to kind of where I thought it should be, and I was already just a little bit ahead. So
how was it to kind of get into it? Was it like, oh man, I'm trying to figure out what quests and all that, or was it pretty smooth?
Not bad, because the add-on has like a checkbox in game that you're clicking, and that updates with your quests. So if you're like skipping a quest, or if you already have it done, like that section's just not going to be there. Or if it's something you want to skip because you don't have the prerequisites or whatever, you just check the box and it says, "Are you sure you want to skip this quest line?" And it shows you however many more quests are dependent on it in the guide. Okay. And then as long as you check like, yeah, I want to skip it, it just keeps right on rolling. So I didn't feel it hiccup really at all.
Well, because I'm like, I noticed, I looked down there and I noticed it didn't have a guide for Azure Mist. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I think they do.
No, at least not in the add-on.
Okay.
But I said, that's okay. I'll like run through this. But I was thinking, okay, once I jump out of here, this kind of starter zone, maybe I'll pick it up then, right? Like once I hit the main world. So.
Yeah, I like I said, I haven't checked too many of the other guides, but this one feels good.
Cool.
I think it stops at 60, so I don't think it'll carry on through Outland.
Right.
But at that point, hoping to just get to group with people a little bit more.
Yeah, I did see that. That's I was looking at it. Oh yeah, it stopped at 60, and that's fine. But I mean, just getting you up to 60 is pretty good. Because honestly, Outland quests are. I mean, yeah, I'm following like the Joanna's guide, but it's you almost don't need it. I mean, you could really. They're all pretty well. They're designed way better than the original game. You know.
Which character did you get from that check with the poltergeist?
The poltergeist got me Setzer,
Right.
and then I picked up Locke in the underground area, and now I just got a gem box, which could be useful later.
What
I don't
is
usually.
Gembox?
Turns magic into X magic, so your character can cast twice in a row.
Oh, that
Can be
sounds
useful.
cool.
You put it on a character that has a high magic power, so they can do some actual damage with it that way. But if you put it on a low magic power character, you're better off just putting two sets of earrings on them. So, it's not a quick check, but we'll do it. All right, you.
Dennis, how is that open world or not secret world? I keep wanting to say secret world, but that's an old
New
one.
World.
New World, that's what it is.
I liked it. It's an MMO, but it's different. Like it's not essentially, a lot of MMOs are essentially WoW clones. I mean, even if they're not the same theme or whatever, they play the same, so to speak.
Sure.
It has a different feel to it. It almost feels more to me like an RPG, almost more like what would you call it? Almost a bit Dragon Agey, or although it's not, it's more of like almost like a 19th century theme in some ways, or like Skyrim type. Just the way it plays, even though it's an MMO. So
Funky.
it's kind of I was having a good time with it actually. But it's in beta. It gets released on the 25th of August. So
Curious to see if we have anybody who's going to jump ship towards FF14. Everybody's running to FF14 right now. They just
Oh,
have
yeah?
the largest concurrent subscriber count ever.
Well,
So-
it's interesting because I see I see a lot more people streaming it. Like, if you look on Twitch, you'll just see a ton of people streaming in that category, like more than they used to.
Oh yeah,
So,
I was surprised it's still growing. Like they did a really nice job when they relaunched it, all those years ago. But now it's still people still playing it.
well, did they recently do an update or something to it?
It's had a handful of expansions, and I think it either has a new one that just came out or a new one will be coming out here in the next couple of days, I think.
Okay. I've never played it. I've always been curious about it, but I've just never jumped into it,
I've played it a couple of times. I think for me, like you have it plays because it's like a Final Fantasy, so it has an actual story attached to it. So you can't like jump to the end game. You have to play through all of the expansion's content, and they do a good job of like recruiting people into old dungeons and scaling them down and things like that, so you can actually play with them.
Okay.
But the global cooldown is super slow. It's like 1.5 or 2 seconds.
Oh wow.
And you don't get a ton of abilities early on, so it always feels kind of clunky early. It gets better, once you get a couple of levels under your belt. But the story also doesn't get really compelling, I think, until you're like 25 to 30 hours in.
Right.
Which for an MMO isn't a ton, but like it's still a long time for a game that's kind of like not super speedy, doesn't
Right.
feel quite like WoW. So anyhow, maybe it's changed because that used to be part of what like would turn people off from picking it up.
Sure.
myself included, seeing as how I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and I've tried it a couple of times and I haven't been able to really sink my teeth into it and enjoy it.
I enjoyed it the last time I played it. It was also the furthest that I got into it. I was like 2 expansions in or something like that, but there was just no one who was playing it that I knew. I think Jenny was the only other person, and she had stopped playing it at that point. So,
Right.
and I don't play this kind of game to do it solo. I don't enjoy it overly much solo.
Yeah. See, and that's the type of thing. Like, I mean, I'm always willing to try different games. Part of the reason I did the New World thing. It's like, oh, I enjoy it. It was cool. But it's like I don't know. I'm having too good of a time right now, quite frankly, with this, and I'm looking forward to, especially we've got a nice sizable group. It's like if everybody's truly willing, it's like I'm having fun with the dungeons. I'm looking forward to maybe doing some raids. So.
Yeah, I would love to do Kara. I think that'd be
Oh
a good
man,
time.
I totally agree. Totally agree. So.
See, another reason why I
Yeah.
need to keep playing the game.
Yep.
Not just because I'm paying for it, but because I actually want to join in on that stuff.
Right.
I was bummed I had to cook dinner earlier, otherwise I would have jumped into that Mara run that they were doing. But I got to play with David and Donovan and Anthony some earlier today, so that was fun.
No, that's cool.
One of them is the other one's father. I don't know quite who's who or how
Oh.
they're related to our friend group, but they all seem like nice people.
Yeah. As far as I know, most of them are John and Jenny's friends. So
Yeah. It was we were just like I was running around Oldemon as what was happening, and then like 2 randos ran past me, and like that name looks kind of familiar. Right as they stopped to look at my name, like, hey,
hey, I know you.
It's the
Kinda.
same guild.
is that a dog?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here, this particular check is Interceptor leads you deeper into the cave to find either Realm or Shadow here in Vanilla.
Oh. I think Interceptor is the name of the dog.
Yes, sorry, I should have specified that. Interceptor's a good dog. When you have Shadow in the party, sometimes Interceptor will take physical attacks for Shadow and sometimes counterattack. And that counterattack can be pretty brutal, even at low levels.
Good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the hell is this raptor?
Hiding from you, knows what's going on.
So I'm here to kill it.
Yeah, we'll say it is nice to bounce back and forth between like the high level and the lower level characters because you can. I'm trying to level up the 3. So I did the druid, and I'm trying to get the warlock and the paladin to 70. But man, repeating those same quests that many
Do you
times.
think your level 70 can solo Maradon?
Don't know. I don't even remember that dungeon.
It's one with Princess Thadris at the end. It's super long, but you can like, because your 70 is the druid, right?
Yeah, what level is it?
It's 45 to. It's like technically, I think it's like 43 to 53-ish, somewhere in that realm.
Yeah, I probably could.
Because I only need. Well, there's plenty of stuff that I need out of it, but the actual quest to kill Princess Thadris, gives probably the best leveling sword in the game. It's the one with the chance of the extra attack.
Ah,
And I want it so badly, and I can get the quest at 45, which is
Yeah.
5% from where I'm at right now. But if they all spent all that time running the dungeon today, I'm not sure that they're going to want to do it
yeah.
tomorrow or the next day.
I mean, we could give it a shot sometime. In the next few days or something like that, if you want.
That'd be cool.
I don't. I mean, maybe I'll remember it once I get in there. I just don't remember it.
It's got it's got the purple entrance and the orange entrance based on like the color of like the crystals that are in the walls, and then it's got like a lasher boss, and then there's
Where's it at? What zone's it in?
It's in Desolus.
Excuse me.
Man, I don't. Like I said, I know the name of it. I don't remember the thing. I mean, sure, I'm willing to do it. And I was able to get into both Strat and Skolo with my druid. And
Do him, or was it too much?
no, it was a bit too much to do that solo, but I was taking down mobs. I mean, it was just, and I would drop into tank form and, you know, into bear form, and I could take some stuff out, but it was real hard without a healer. So that's a little, but those are like the level 60 dungeons. I mean, those are, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe I could
So-
also pester Jenny to use her druid to help out. But,
Yeah, well, we can see
or not
how
her
it
druid,
goes.
her priest. But
Yeah, I mean, you know, definitely easier with a healer. And at some point, I need to run through Skolo and
Mountain.
maybe Strat for both the Warlock Mount and the Pally Mounts. So, but no, we can give it a shot because that one's a little bit lower. So I'm you know, on the druid, I might be able to do it. And the only reason is the gear that I have on the druid is just still shit gear. So.
Well, I know the druid, at least at level, like in classic, at 60, you would have, because one of the rings that drops off of princess is the one that gives you 1% hit rating,
Oh, yeah.
which was pre-raid best in slot for pretty much every melee. You would have
Right.
teams of rogues and druids just all stealth, just straight to princess at the end.
Nice.
But those were groups, not solo. But I'm
Yeah.
curious if at 70 it's any better. But if he's not geared, it might be a little bit trickier.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we'll give it a shot. It's not a big deal.
Oh, there he is. Hello. Let's go ahead and stealth. Attack.
I am really curious about the enhancement shaman, though, because John and Jenny have been, you know, raving about it. So
It's so good.
that's why I'm, you know, I really only really played it elemental when I played it back then.
I mean, elemental's also good, but enhancement's probably near its best. I think its best is probably Lich King, but
Yeah.
it's a desirable powerhouse. Brings just so much utility.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to level this guy up at least, you know, when I'm sick of leveling the existing 60s. We need a break. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna have to smoke bomb the rest of these.
Oh, I remember you doing this little fire dodging spot.
Yep. And these battles are fairly good for experience, but not so good for time. Not good enough that I'd want to spend the time at least to get the experience. How familiar are you with Final Fantasy VI, Den?
Not very.
Okay.
Yeah, I've really played much of the Final Fantasies. I'm kind of familiar with, you know, the general idea and the stories and stuff, but I'm not even much of the stories, just a little bit.
Okay. This one's definitely my favorite of all of them, so it was fun to find the randomizer.
Ah, cool.
Races for what, a month or two now?
Yeah, I've been doing the races for about 2 months now. Oh no, I think we're on week 4, so 1 month?
Yeah, very cool.
Been playing it for probably 2 months in general, and yeah, just trying to do well. Although this particular seed here, I must have gone very wrong direction because I should be halfway to what I need to finish it off, and I am not anywhere near that.
Well, maybe you're not the only one.
I mean, I won't know until I finish, so.
Is this something like where they? You said it's a randomizer. It's a random map. Is this something like where they go, oh, we've done this random map now. A bunch of people go ahead and try it, and whoever's fast is that like the type of thing, or?
I don't know that anybody tries it prior to the race, but
But I mean, it's the same map for everybody.
yeah, everybody's running the same seed. In fact, because of that, we're not allowed to like watch anybody else do it until we've done it ourselves.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that's gonna help.
I mean, that's kind of cool. Okay, this quest sucks ass.
Don't they all?
Skittering crawler meat. I've killed a million of these things. I got one.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
That's kind of par for the course, isn't it?
Oh.
All right, if this boss wants to give me an Esper afterwards, that'd be wonderful.
Will it into existence.
That would be, yeah, that'd be good. There we go. I just had to get rid of the crappers around him in order to get the solid damage going. Because Blitz you can't target with, and Shock splits damage with all targets. Alright, we got another Magicite. That's good. Another Esper. Bum. Alright, so now that we've done that...
Zesty clam meat. So zesty.
I think we'll go do Setzer's checks real quick. Oh, we're right next to Abbott's Rock. Maybe I should just do that. Not a huge fan of this place, but it is what it is. If I'm doing all the difficult ones. It was skills. Speed and life 3. You can have speed and life 3. You are good on combat. You are good on combat. You are not. So you can have the bolts.
Does FF6 keep with tradition? Is life 3 the highest life goes? Or is there a better version?
Life 3 is the highest. So life revives a character with a small amount of hit points. Life 2 revives a character at full. Life 3 is a re-raise. You put it on a character, and then when they die, it automatically essentially casts regular life on them. So they'll come back with a small amount of hit points. In fact, the Tower of Fanatics has a boss at the top, the Magimaster, that I so love fighting. One of the things that they turn off in this is normally when you beat up the Magimaster, he casts Ultima, and it will wipe your party, basically no matter how strong you are. So you have to have life 3 on at least one person to complete it. Oh.
I can see why they might turn that off if getting life 3 is randomized.
Very randomized. I don't know how much coral I'm at. Crap.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm at like 14 or 16 probably. We'll just say 17 now, 20. Let's grab 3 more to be safe. Alright, that works. If you hand over the wrong amount of coral to that chest, it will take it, and then you have to restart, and it still won't get out of the way.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, hey, easy boss.
There you are, King Bangladesh.
Goodbye, Panther. Or is that the tiger?
This one is the white tiger looking one.
Okay.
Got all my cooldowns, so we're gonna hope that this works.
Okay, now I do sensors checks. Yeah, I'm a little over the progression leveling right now, so I can safely pick up a couple of freebies here. There's Phantom, excellent. Now we're making progress.
I found 1%. Yes! Oh, and I leveled, so I get to fight his ads without dying immediately.
Nice.
I forgot that he summons a pair of little dudes.
Let's see. Hit points plus 50%. Screw that. You can have that. You can have the life 3. You get speed.
Yes! Freaking combat potency, rank 1.
Make it work.
Oh, so I was finally able to set up my streaming setup so that I can now broadcast pretty much any music I want and not
Won't
worry
save
about.
it on the VOD.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. I was able to finally split the audio out going into OBS from my from the
Rest of your stuff.
what'd you say?
Just from the rest of your stuff.
Yeah, from the rest of it. Yeah. So that's so the channel that I basically have the music coming in on
Very handy.
just won't get recorded to the VOD. Everything else will.
I thought there was an internal function through OBS for that.
Yeah, you can route the music, or you can route the any audio source and say don't send it. Well, send it to Twitch, but don't send it to the VOD to be recorded.
Yeah.
But the problem that I had was my through the audio mixer that I have, I didn't have it split out. Like I had to get the right driver for the device, so it actually split the audio into the 14 different inputs versus just one stereo input. From
Okay.
And I was able to do it.
That's not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't think.
It's a mighty big chunk of experience.
Oh, for which one?
King Bangladesh or
Oh,
this
yeah.
fucker's immune to Pearl. What the hell? Of course, you ain't got nothing here. Which means the Orbolt does nothing. Alright. And we're getting Terra out of this. Oops. Alright, we're gonna see if there's an Esper here. So we've got enough characters now. We're still short 6 Espers. Nope, Marvel shoes. We can skip this place. Yeah, this might be the first time that I've ever checked Mobliz and found something other than an Esper or a character. Oh, we can search the skies, that's right. Thank you, Setzer. And we'll fight Ultros. This'll
Like
go.
a boss fighting thing? Is that what that does?
So normally in vanilla, when you get to the world of Ruin, there's a whole lot of bad guys that are escaped, specifically the dragons, Pumbaba, which you fight at Mobliz, and Doomgaze. And Doomgaze flies around, and the only way to find Doomgaze is to fly around, and you don't know where he is. You'll just have to randomly find him while you're flying. So what they did was, instead of having to fly around like that, if you have Setzer in your party, you can choose the option to search the skies so that you can just automatically fight the boss.
Ah, that seems more useful.
It is. I'm very glad that they added it in. And I love the fact that they balanced it, like you can't just automatically do it. You have to have the right character. A character that, you know, should be associated with it in general. You know what? Since we still need a whole bunch, we're going on the floating continent. No, we pulled you out. What characters am I using? I don't remember. Sad I'm not using Terra. She's one of my favorites. She's got a good equipment selection from vanilla, has decent attack stat and pretty good magic stat. And this is Yuck. Oh yeah.
Ooh, new rank of instant poison.
Nice.
Well, that's yucky. Speaking of poison.
Crystal vial and dust of deterioration.
Yeah, we've got quick, huh? No, it's actually... I should have put that experience egg on Strago from the start.
There's a recipe for an 18 slot bag that someone is selling. Seems good.
How much are they selling it for? Fuck. Fuck.
No idea.
Is that the imbued Neitherweave bag? Another
No,
weave bag?
the bottomless bag.
Mm.
It's a blue pattern, I guess. Given that it's a recipe 300, I bet it's something that would drop in classic, like original classic.
Yeah.
cloth, moon cloth, large brilliant shard, core leather, and rune thread. Yeah, classic. Looks like the pattern auctions for like 600.
Right. Keep trying to mount up on this guy.
Yeah,
So,
I know that feeling. Which guy are you on? You're common?
The shaman, yeah.
Kamikaze.
Shamakan. Although, as you'll notice, there's 2 A's. Somebody already took
Yeah.
the single
But you can't get shaman noodles or any of the other fun ones.
A. Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Well,
If I was gonna go elemental, I would have called it Hellemental.
oh, motherfuck. Alright, this battle took a turn for the worse because I wasn't paying attention to a particular detail.
It's not good.
Yeah. Come on, Locke, just finish it, please. Thank you. Crane fight in the air.
Bad fight. Great, did you still need silk or are you done with silk?
I'm still working on Silk. Because I haven't been playing much lately, I barely started it.
No, good. Then I will send you my extra silk.
Thank you, thank you. Good, I've already got him on that. He might not get off a single actual attack against me.
Seems good.
It's kind of a good thing. I wish I'd been able to skip that little scripted part of his fight, but that's fine. I'll take the not taking any damage part. Alright. I picked up 2 espers already, with a chance for a third. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we wanted out of the Pearl Rod. And it didn't do jack. Okay, never mind.
Alright, I will buy a better offhand weapon. Why not?
Twist your arm, right?
Ah, fuck! Can't believe I just did that.
What'd you do?
Oh, it's a waste of 10 gold.
Oh, what happened?
It's a main hand weapon.
Oh,
That's disappointing. Alright, well, I can vendor it for 2 gold, so it's a waste of 8 gold.
is it better than your main hand?
Nope.
Yeah. No, that sucks.
I mean, mildly. Like, the DPS is a little bit better, but I need the slowest weapon possible for Sinister Strike to do its damage correctly.
Right.
So. Ugh. Yeah, I'd rather make the mistake with 8 gold than 80.
800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, that's probably what I'll end up paying, is I will want like a blink strike or something for my main hand, but those are spendy.
Right.
And I'll have to run Black Morass many, many, many times to get my offhand. But the offhand from Black Morass is good enough to last all the way until Black Temple, so.
Oh, that's nice. Man, I remember running that dungeon so many times back in the day. That
It's not terribly difficult. It's really just like the one open space. You just have to work the portals.
Yeah. Yeah. The that I actually used to enjoy culling a Stratholme.
That's an interesting one for sure.
Wait, is it culling a Stratholme or is it? Wait, no. That's not a BC dungeon, right? That's
No, that's classic. Are you talking about the?
not Strat. No. It's not culling a Strat. It's because I liked that one too, but I think that's Wrath. It's Old Hillsbred.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Long but good.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool that it was basically they took an entire zone and made another copy of it and made a dungeon out of it.
Yeah.
As much as I'd like to get this guy to 12 tonight, I think I'm done. Getting tired.
Him too.
What
Although
time
I'll
is
stick
it?
around for that's 1.
Okay.
I just have to be up at 8 because I got to take my sister over to one of her follow-ups.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be game for another couple hours.
I'm definitely calling it after I'm done with this race here. This might be the first and last time I do a race right after work.
Well, I think I'm out, so good luck.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Good night, Dennis.
Have a good one. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
What is that thing?
It's an imp thing. It's what your characters look like when they get turned into imps.
Huh. So, Demented Sock Puppet. Got it.
They just decide to use that as a sprite for certain parts of the game for whatever reason. I need one more Esper and probably a few more levels.
You got this.
You know what, actually? There's a quick check I can do here.
Stay strong.
A couple of checks, really. Yeah, something like that. Staying strong. Alright. Got the last Esper. We're just gonna go up, nourish here real quick, deal with the dragon and the Tritok fight, and then we should be ready for Kefka. Oh, you know what? Got you on Phantom. We can put you on Bahamut. You can stick with that. You can stick with that. Oh, there's a speed +2. There's a fire 2 on there. Dirt Dragon. This could get ugly quick. Just kill off lock right away, pain in the ass. And an economizer. Alright, time to go get my butt kicked.
Go, go, go. You're doing all right so far.
Yeah, it's an easy enough boss. I feel like my damage is not very good for this, though. Mostly what I'm worried about is actually fighting Kefka. Getting to him is rarely that difficult.
Gonna go down like a bitch. 1 hour, 37 minutes. Calling it now.
Good thing you're not betting anything on that. That's about the time I'll get to him, I bet. Why are you not running any relics? That's nice. Question is, how do I want to do it? Because of course the one person that heals in the party is the one person I would set that up on. If I would stop hitting the wrong buttons. Yeah, you are not going to do anything else. And this is the gem box economizer at work right here. Can cast twice and all my spells cost 1.
That seems very good if all you have is one person.
His magic power is doing okay as well. Nothing crazy. Be nice if he had a healing spell, but I don't think I put the right Esper on him. There's the life 3. Wasn't there one that taught cure? No, maybe not. Alright. Well, we can learn life 3 on him, which will be useful when I can cast it twice in a go. Here's hoping this thing's susceptible to bolt. Yeah. Oof. Oh, this battle's not going to go well.
Uh-oh.
It counters with wheel sometimes. We're going to try this and hope that it kills him in one shot. Probably won't, but... good damage, but yeah. This bolt isn't doing it. Not by a long shot. Yeah, you know, 3 whole spells. I don't really have anything else.
Beat the train! Beat the train!
Trying. Oh! Yes!
Ah!
Thank you. Thank you for the cheer.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
To turn the odds ever slightly in my favor. I'd say that was a pretty good guesstimate on when I was going to get to Kefka. Because you had said hour 37, right? Yeah.
And in this version of the seed, obviously Kefka has 1 HP, so it's gonna work out. Now watch that somehow be the case, and you get ejected for cheating.
You better not have hacked into my computer and messing with things.
My elite hacking skills.
Mm-hmm. Talk to your wife. She can teach you a thing or three. I forget what it is that she does.
It's a web developer.
Okay. I'm sure she loves
Mostly
hearing
working
people
in
say those.
front-end accessibility. So not really the hacky sort of
Yeah.
stuff. But... Ooh.
I just put Shadow in. Fuck.
Why?
I
Did
don't
you save
Yeah, I saved.
before or after you put Shadow in?
I mean, before.
Oh, okay.
I heard the jump. Where did it go? I'm so screwed. You've got Phoenix. You've got Bahamut. Yeah, we're just gonna reset and do this right now instead of wasting any more time on that crap. I can't believe I put in the wrong freaking person.
Happens.
I know, but still. Now that we've got the proper party here, you weren't the one that had it. You had Fire 2 though.
lives.
But only just. Those counterattacks are just brutal. Gotta remember who has what. I'd really like to just get past this part here. Thank you.
Oh, was that it?
For the first phase, yeah.
Oh.
First tier. Yeah, it did the reverse polarity, pulling everybody into the front, and I don't have a whole lot of good physical defenses.
Does it go back to being in the back when it changes phases, or no?
Yes. Thankfully, yes. Fortunately, I do not think I have a mute for this one here, which means I've got to work some magic. Oh, that was not the command I wanted. Oh, I haven't used that since I started doing the Worlds Collide, and I remembered it anyways.
What'd you use?
Fire Dance. The Blitz abilities work essentially like a fighting game. You have to input the proper controls in order to get the ability to work. this is where things start getting a little more interesting.
Is he zombified?
Yep. The dispels got rid of my life 3 as well. On top of the haste that I had running, which we can put back on really quick. Alright, or not. Oh, he's got enough hit points. Bring him out of the frozen state here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going on to tier 3. Holy crap.
What just happened?
Merton dealt way too much frickin' damage.
Merton, the boss?
Merton is one of the abilities from the boss. Well,
Boss healed for 999.
that was Pearlwind. Merton is a wind and fire attack that hits everybody on the board.
Ah.
That, of course, always does that kind of crap. Oh, good. Which you've got Bahamut.
the Sea of Thieves meme for you.
Feel free to post it. I'll check it when I can. Alright, so we're going to try something here. I wish I had been doing some damage counting here, but I didn't.
Why are there little characters seizuring out?
Oh, one of the espers, Fenrir, does it. Essentially, mirror image.
Ah.
It's a way to bypass calmness because it protects against physical attacks. I'm hoping that I'm doing enough damage here to get to calmness here. Nope, not quite. Yeah, I was trying to avoid things like that.
Sunglasses time.
Yep. Train does mute and blind. All in all, not a fun time. But I suppose it's better than having my party wiped because of a couple of Mertens thrown at me. Or Meteos, I mean. Of which only one person in my party is immune to. And there goes... Oh, no one? Just finish him off, please. Just finish him off. Oh, 4 times? Yes. Yes! Yes! Oh, that could have gone so bad, and it didn't. Just one more to go. And I've got the Mega Elixir. This is gonna hurt.
Little tiny angels working overtime.
Oh yeah. Well, you do what you gotta do. 20241.
Was better than your last one, wasn't it?
I think so, actually, yes.
Last was like 205 or something. Like that.
That was also the first time ever, and I mean ever, in all the years of playing this game that I've ever used the spell Quick. I never really understood what it did. I don't know if you caught it, but when I cast Quick, the person who casts it can only cast it on themselves, but then they essentially get 2 turns in a row where everybody else is stopped. Nobody else can do anything. I don't know if that precludes counterattacks. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure I got lucky that Kefka didn't do any counterattacks in there, but being able to pop off a couple of shocks in a row was kind of nice. Alright, so I'm going to hit stop on the recording here, and I'm going to have to upload that, but yeah, I'll take the 20241.